Good morning. I'm Leslie Kanan of Village Health. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to go through a grounding meditation to get out of our heads and into our bodies. Sometimes the news and life can keep us really outside of our bodies, and that can produce feelings of anxiety and heighten our stress. So it's good to take some time to just breathe and get into our bodies and our feelings. So today, you might feel more comfortable if you have the option to lie down. So you can totally I'm going to do this seated. You can do it seated as well. But if it's available to you to get a comfortable spot, lying down, have a pillow underneath your head if you need it. If you find you don't need it, take the pillow away. You can have your legs straight or your knees bent. If you do have your legs straight, you might want to throw a pillow or a bolster underneath your knees just to get yourself comfortable. So just some options there. Once you get into your position, whether you're seated or lying down, go ahead and just, you can take a soft gaze or close your eyes and just start to breathe. Start to notice your breath. You're going to inhale through the nose. You're going to exhale through the nose or mouth. And with the first couple exhales, I invite you to just sigh, letting things go, taking some nice exhales. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and just sigh, audible exhale, just to let things go. As you take those exhales, just feel anything that's leaving your body, or if you're feeling stuck in any way, that exhale can help get things moving again. So again, just finding that comfortable position, I invite you to take a soft gaze or close your eyes, inhaling through the nose. And on your exhale, just take that audible sigh to really let things go. Good. One more. Focus on that breath. Now bring your awareness to where your breath is going in your body. And this is without judgment. It's really just with curiosity. Just noticing where that inhale is going. Where do you feel it in your body? What's the quality of your breath? What's the dynamic of your breath? When it touches, when that inhale touches your body, what do you feel happening? So just being really curious about how your body feels as you breathe. If you find your mind wandering with thoughts or emotions, notice those thoughts, acknowledge them, and then just come back to wherever we are in the breath. Right now, we're just focusing on where the breath is going in our body without judgment, just being curious and feeling what's happening as we notice that breath going into those areas of our body. Now bring your attention to the temperature of the breath. So as you inhale through the nose, notice the coolness of the air. And as you exhale through the nose or mouth, notice that the temperature of the air is warmer. So just spending some time focusing in on the coolness of the breath as you inhale and the warmth of the breath as you exhale. If you find your mind wandering, Acknowledge those thoughts, acknowledge those emotions because they're there. That's fine, no judgment. And then just bring yourself back into this breath, noticing the temperature of the air as you inhale and the temperature of the air as you exhale. Now keep that inhale and exhale going, but just begin to notice the sounds around you, the sounds closest to you and the sounds further away. And you're still breathing, but just noticing the sounds around you. If you feel any emotions or thoughts arise, acknowledge those thoughts, and just like a passing cloud, they roll on by, and you bring yourself back to noticing the sounds around you. Keep breathing and bring your awareness to your sight. Now, if you have your eyes closed or a soft gaze, keep that. Keep the eyes closed. Keep that soft gaze. Notice the colors. Notice the shapes. Notice if there's movement as you look at the back of your eyelids or if you're taking that soft gaze. Often when we take a soft gaze, the sight is blurry in a way. It's fuzzy. It's not as fine-tuned. So go with that. Let it be what it is and just notice the colors and the shapes. Again, if you find your mind wandering, acknowledge those thoughts and emotions, and then just come back to the breath and noticing your sight. Now bring your awareness to your feet and wherever it is that you're sitting or lying down. So if your feet are flat on the floor, feel your feet. Open up the soles of your feet, even if you're wearing shoes or slippers. Notice the bottoms of your feet and feel them connecting to the floor. You don't have to push them into the floor, but just notice the sensations of the bottoms of your shoes or the inside of your shoes, and then the floor beneath your shoes. And just sit there for a moment, lie there for a moment, really honing in on and paying attention to the feeling of your feet connecting to the floor. And you're still breathing. There's still that inhalation and that exhalation as you're feeling your feet firmly planted on the floor. Now walk yourself up your legs and feel your pelvis, whether you're lying on your back or sitting in your chair. And if you're sitting in a chair and you're feeling the back of that chair, not only are you feeling your pelvis connected, but you're feeling your back supported by the chair. And if you're lying down, you're feeling your backside supported by the floor. And just like we did with the feet, hone in on that experience of feeling your pelvis grounded, your back grounded, all depending on how you're sitting or lying down. And feeling the sensations of your skin, your body touching that surface, whether it's the chair or the floor. And notice the feelings of support. Notice how your body is shifting, how it might be moving, or how it might not be moving, but you're feeling a shift as you focus on that support underneath you. Maybe your body moved back. Maybe your body sunk a little deeper towards the earth. So just notice how your body is feeling different as you focus on that support under you or behind you. And again, still come back into that breath as you're focusing on those sensations of feeling your body in the chair or lying on the floor. Now, as you continue to breathe and feel that support under your feet and your torso and pelvis supported by the chair or floor, with each exhale, release and feel a little more weight, a little more grounding of letting go into that chair or into the floor. So with each inhale or exhale, feeling a little more release, a little more letting go, falling into that support of the chair or the floor. If you find your mind wandering, acknowledge those thoughts or the emotions that are coming up. And then, like a passing cloud, watch them go by and come back to the sensation of feeling yourself supported. Now, I invite you to place one or both hands on your heart, on your chest, wherever it's most comfortable for you. And just notice when you place one or both hands on your chest near your heart, just like we were noticing feeling supported by the ground and the chair and the floor, how does it feel to place your hands on your heart? Maybe you're noticing the rise and fall of your breath. Maybe you're noticing that your torso is very warm on your hand, or vice versa, that your hand is warm on your chest. Notice the sensations between your palm and your fingers and your chest. And notice how they're moving with your breath. It's like they're in sync with one another with your breath. Now I invite you, our hands hold a lot of energy. So in this next breath and in this next moment, imagine that your hand is giving yourself what you need today. The energy in your hand is giving you what you need today, whether that's peace, whether it's love, whether it's energy, whether it's support. What's coming up? What do you need? that you can give yourself today. And there's no right or wrong with this. It's just whatever bubbles up for you. What are your needs? And just feeling again that sensation of your hand, your palm, fingers on your chest. Noticing the breath and how the chest rises and falls and your hand goes along with it. Again, if your mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Roll your shoulders out. Do any stretches that your body might need. Just doing what feels good for you. And you can keep your eyes closed or keep that soft gaze if you need to, as you just kind of tap into your body, asking it what it needs for a bit of movement after being in that place of connecting and feeling supported. And in the next couple stretches, in the next 2 breaths or so, slowly begin to open your eyes and come back to the room that you're in, the space that you're in. And take a moment to notice the sounds. Notice the temperature of your breath. Maybe look around. If you're like me, I'm in my porch today. I can see the outside. Maybe take a look at what you can see out your windows or what catches your eye in the room that you're in. And just notice where you're at. And while you're noticing with your eyes and your ears and your nose, also still feel your feet grounded underneath you. Feel the chair or the floor continuing to support you even when your eyes are open. I invite you to place your hand back on your heart, and with gratitude, thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for taking time for yourself. Say those words of gratitude towards yourself, that you took this time for yourself to breathe, to get into your body and feel those sensations, feel your sight and your ear, feeling hearing and smelling. Thank you for noticing your body today and tapping back into it. And just remember in your transitions today to pause, ground yourself, and breathe. I'll see you again tomorrow morning.